All right, I recently spoke at a seminar on leases and building performance standards, and I put up this slide, and people have big feelings about it. But here's sort of my argument and what I mean and how we manage it. So, in building performance standard jurisdictions, which are increasing nationally, right? Building performance is now, I said this to the point of being obnoxious, but building performance is now a regulatory compliance issue and should be treated as such, meaning it should be, among other things, incorporated into leases. Like sub-bullet of that is that the split incentive rests on the, I guess, assumption that owners have to be incentivized to pay for capital improvements that improve energy efficiency that only benefit tenants. That makes sense from a financial standpoint, right? But the incentive piece falls away, or the having to be incentivized piece falls away in building performance standard jurisdictions because they're the law. It's state law here in Washington and also the city of Seattle. So the incentive piece is out. It's just a regulatory compliance issue like any other compliance issue, whether that relates to um, health safety violations, fire codes, plumbing codes, stuff like that. We should treat it that way. It is state law. But you may be thinking, okay, so what do we do about it? So what do we do about it is a strategy that's called cost recovery clauses, right? And basically what this says is landlords can include the cost of certain capital improvements in the tenant's operating expenses. I usually can't pass those through, but if you can sort of demonstrate that it's going to reduce utility costs for tenants, you can pass through a certain amortized percentage of that with the additional caveat that what you're passing through and the benefits have to at least even out, right? And so that sort of perpetuates some fairness and evenly distributes the cost of those improvements, even if they are legally required. Obviously, state law varies. There's lots of different ways to think about this and other considerations, but cost recovery clauses like this one, and this is an example from the Institute for Market Transformation, their Green Lease Leaders Guide for Landlords, something to consider in building performance jurisdictions. So let me know what you think. Folks have big feelings about this, but this is how I talk about it. See you in the next video.